is more, it's not as far in front of the boat now as it used to be, so you have to tweak a little bit. Behind us, like the forecast said. So I have now dropped the main, so we are now sailing on just a Genoa, and we are doing 6.2 knots still. I was above 8 knots at times in the gusts with both sails up, both reefed, but now I'm changing the course a little bit more, so I'm getting the wind further behind me, and when the boat is rolling in the waves, it's likely to get an unintended jibe, and it's just an hour sail until the next course change, so I don't think I want to rig up a preventer and so on, so I'm just gonna go without the mainsail in between the islands that I'm going through later on. I don't know what the winds are going to do, and it's easier if it's just a foresail. So yeah, it's been an eventful sail. I just went below and put the cattle on right before I took down the sails, because everything seemed so okay. And before I had managed to light the fire, it was starting to get a bit more wind, and I checked the course and adjusted a little bit, and still seemed okay. So I went down and I lighted the stove and put the kettle over the flame, and then I came back up, and it was really picking up for a while, and I figured that this is a good time as any to drop the main. So I did that while the coffee water was boiling. so that's all good. It was a little bit of steam down in the cabin when it came down, but it's all open, so it's venting out. It's no problem. So the moisture is going to dry up. I'm sailing with a Genoa, a bit slack. I guess I could winch in a few turns. I'll play around with it and make it as stable as possible. So yeah, it is comfortable, and now that we are more downwind, it's not that cold anymore, so perhaps I need to get rid of some clothes, because it's almost a bit too warm now. So yeah, I'll just pan around, show you the scenery. We've been here before, but that was on a sunny day. We are holding the course that we want to go. Perhaps we'll clock over a bit and follow that ship. No, we won't. I just checked my map and we are dead on course. So I'll check the course that I've plotted and see if I still agree with it. And we are just going through this pack of islands in front of us, and through some cuts under some bridges, and past Bergen after that. So it's going to be a bit of sailing, and this is what it looks like around here. the whole stretch here and towards a bridge called Sotrabroen. That is the bridge from the mainland to the island of Sotra. That is really tricky. It's a lot of currents, but yeah, we just have to take it as it comes. I think the current is against me now. Further out the fjord, the current was with me, but I guess the tides have changed now, so yeah, that's just the way it is. So for a little bit now I'm gonna have the currents against me, and when we get to the bridge I'm gonna make a 90-degree turn and head towards another bridge that's called Askøybroen that goes to the island of Askøy. And after that I'm gonna head more or less north again to some islands on the side of, just beside Askøy. So that's where we are going to anchor. We have done great speed today. It's been fantastic. It's been blowing quite a bit at times, but yeah, the boat is handling it well, and let's just say it's the boat that's handling it well. I'm just doing the best I can. Interesting sailing. So yeah, I'm gonna let the boat glide on and try to guide it as best I can towards the destination. Here you can see a sailboat is coming out the other cut. We went in on the each our side of these islands, side by side almost, quite a bit apart, because there's a wide stretch of water. But he chose his side of the islands and I chose mine, and now we are emerging together out these tricky cuts. So I'm to the worst bit and he has his worst bit to come right now, but looks like he is well set up for it, and I guess he has been sailing a bit faster than me, because I think it's a bit longer on this side. I'm not sure. The tricky bit, the one spot that I was fearing, is now behind me. So it's the next thing is, how is the winds going to behave after this bridge? That's a bit unknown, so we'll see. This is hectic. Look at this. Wind and waves against current. It is crazy. I am so glad that it is blowing well today. I could roll out a little bit more, you know, if I needed to get by, but I have enough. I have enough power as it is, so I think it's going to be good. So, and there's an oncoming vessel. I hope he gives me enough space. It looks like it's going to be well and good, but I need to look out for him. And the other sailboat is catching up behind me. I guess he is not in the current zone just like I am. Perhaps he is going to be able to avoid it, I don't know. So we are struggling here. The seagulls are also struggling. So yeah, it is fun. It is crazy. It's wild. I like it. Thankful for the wind right now. It's really good. I need to watch out for this boat. So this is the other side of Sotrabroen. This is the other sailboat. And this is the next bridge. This is Askøy, Askøybroen. This is the island of Askøy. So right after we pass this bridge, we're going to see into Bergen. We're just going to pass Bergen and head on out the fjord on the other side of Askøy. So that's what's up. The winds are usable with just the Genoa. So that's good. don't need to do any tricky sail hoists and dropping the main again and all of that stuff. So if we look behind us now, this is Askøybrua. So airplanes going to Flesland. Different type of boat, out in a hurry. And I'm still sailing with just the Genoa. What we are up to now is to round this part of Askøy, sticking out on our port side here. And when we've rounded that one, we are heading up the fjord here and getting to some islands, and that's where we are going to anchor. So I hope it's going to be calm where we are going to anchor, and I hope it is good holding in the bottom there, because it's not marked an anchorage. So let's see if it's doable. If that's not doable, I have to go to a marina or something, because there's not many anchorages to choose from around here. So that is the situation. In the background here is Askøy. We are just rounding the tip, and if we look in here, this is Bergen. So yeah, it's a big city. It's not that big, but it's a city. The sailboat is coming out from Bergen over there, and there is another one in front of us here. We are heading up to these islands up there, I guess, and that's where we are going to anchor. So that's the plan. So I'm going to continue my turn in a little bit, and we're going to head in that direction. So we have just anchored. I'm in the process of backing in the anchor now. Seems to be holding, we're not moving. I've increased the throttle. I'm going to let it sit for a bit, and then I'm going to increase it again a bit higher and see if we are still holding. So yeah, this is Kyrkjevika at Askøy. Never been here before, never sailed here before. The reason we passed the islands that we was planning on anchoring at, because it was too windy. So I looked for other options, and this seemed to be on the lee side of this bay here. We just came by on the outside of this little outskerry here. There's a lighthouse on the nib there. Tomorrow we are going under this bridge in that direction, and as you can see, it is raining there. It is bucketing down over there. It's been for a while, and it's started to rain in Bergen, which is in that direction, and we have been in like a hole with no rain, and I could see it was closing in on me, so I just made sure I reached this bay in time. And yeah, now I put the enclosure up. The first drops are starting to fall, so I guess that was perfect timing. Daylight is fading as well, so yeah, it's time to make dinner. Thank you for watching. Tomorrow I'll bring the boat the rest of the way to the marina, where it's going to be lifted from the water. So I think I'm going to go inside now. Just have to increase the RPMs once more, and we'll see. But it seems to be holding. I was not sure if it would. So I was a bit skeptic, but it seems to be holding. So yeah, that's it for today.